Welcome back, everyone, to another video. My name is Tajhwalker, and today we're going to talk about all things Cartersville, Georgia. If you're looking to move to or just to learn a bit more about Cartersville, Georgia, today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of Cartersville, Georgia, and this is the video for you. Before we get into it, I've helped dozens of people buy homes in and around the Cartersville area. If that is you, enjoy this video, but also feel free to reach out to me. Find my contact information in the description below. Fill out the inquiry form, and myself or one of my colleagues will reach out to you and we can go from there. I look forward to meeting you and love the opportunity to help you in your journey. So with that, let's get into this video, all things and the pros and cons of living in Cartersville, Georgia. So Cartersville, Georgia is up Highway 75, a population of about 25,000 people. Like most of the suburbs a little bit further out from Atlanta Metro, it is located in Bartow County, just north of Ackworth, but just south of Adairsville. So it is one of those places that you're going to see a lot more new construction. A lot of the development is making its way out towards Cartersville simply because there is more land and space to build. Not quite as developed, still a kind of old school small town vibe, but there is tons of new construction and development happening out that way, and it is one to be aware of. So the first pro of Cartersville, Georgia, is it still has that small town vibe, yet it is not too rural. Like I mentioned before, their downtown Cartersville has tons of boutique shops and restaurants, and it's one of the more developed downtowns for how old the city is. So really cool coffee shops, nice boutique places to go hang out, have some great food, and just really have that really unique and quaint downtown vibe. Really cool downtown experience in Cartersville for sure. Pro number two is its proximity to Lake Allatoona and Red Top Mountain. So if you are a boat person, you like to be on the water, whether that's fishing, hiking, kayaking, all that stuff, it is near these two very prominent large lakes in Allatoona and Red Top, and you have tons of stuff to do on the water or around the water. So a lot of folks who are looking to live near a lake, who want to potentially retire and spend a lot of time on the water fishing or just on their boat cruising around, this is a great area to keep in mind. It's not as close as maybe some other cities right on the water, like Ackworth, for example, but it's very close in terms of proximity, probably a 15-20 minute drive, depending on where you are. So if you are a water person, you like being on a boat, on a lake, fishing, boating, all of these things, this is definitely a spot that you'd want to consider because of its proximity to Lake Allatoona and Red Top Mountain. In addition, their Red Top Mountain is also known for great hikes and outdoor recreation. So if you're a hiker, you love being outside and doing things of this nature, Red Top Mountain is a great place to consider, and it is not far from Cartersville as well. Another pro of Cartersville is its industrial and manufacturing presence. It is known for having some of the largest and most prominent manufacturing facilities located in this area. So the economic and job market is very strong in this area for this type of work. Some of the companies that you may be familiar with are Anheuser-Busch, Toyo Tire, as well as Shaw Manufacturing and Komatsu Equipment. Some of these companies may ring a bell to you, such as Anheuser-Busch in terms of beer and Komatsu Equipment. They make very large construction equipment that you may have seen on the side of the road or at development sites. But Cartersville is known for very large manufacturing facilities, and these companies have very large presences, very large buildings and footprints in these areas. So if you're looking for a career or work in these particular areas, you have lots of opportunities to do so here. Very, very strong manufacturing and industrial presence in Cartersville, Georgia. Another pro for Cartersville is its location to 75 or off Highway 75. So the city in and of itself is not too far off Highway 75, where some cities such as Dallas or others are a little bit more off the highway. So it may take you about 20 to 30 minutes to get to the highway from a city like Dallas. As compared to Cartersville, it is right off 75. So its proximity to the highway, if you have to commute into the city or to go further north, is relatively convenient across the board, no matter where you decide to purchase and or live in Cartersville. And last but not least, another pro of Cartersville, it's known for two very popular museums. One is the Booth Western Art Museum, one of only two of its kind known for really exploring and bringing to light Western art. And the second is Telus Art Museum, known for art and science. Really awesome, both highly ranked museums and some really cool and interesting things worth checking out in those areas. One dedicated to Western history and art, the other dedicated to science. So let's talk about a few of the cons in living in Cartersville, Georgia. So the biggest con is the entertainment and nightlife. Cartersville is not quite developed in that way just yet. It is growing and developing in terms of housing and affordability as compared to Metro Atlanta, but there's not much to do outside of maybe the museums, outdoor activities, hikings, maybe the downtown vibe, which is more shops and restaurants. You're not going to find much to do in terms of entertainment and nightlife. For example, there's not too many bars, not too many clubs, not too many places to go out and dance, if that's what you like to do, or other recreational things outside of outdoor activities. So if you're looking for a vibrant entertainment and or nightlife, Cartersville is definitely not a good option for you. So another con to Cartersville, Georgia is kind of in tandem to the pro in that it's a little congested off I-75. So it's convenient. It's conveniently close. However, because it is the major highway that feeds into Cartersville, it can get pretty congested depending on the time of day that you're coming and going. So something to keep in mind. Again, this is the major highway that you're going to find coming and going to Cartersville, but it can be a little tricky in terms of running into some traffic depending on the time of day that you're leaving. And if you have to commute into the city or otherwise, it is important to be cautious on when you are coming and going because I-75 can get a bit congested as Cartersville continues to grow. Another con, I'm sad to say, is you won't find too many big box retailers in Cartersville. Most folks travel to Ackworth or further south for stores like Costco. You'll find all your basic stores and your common grocery stores. However, Cartersville hasn't grown to the point yet where you have a lot of your big box retailers. So Ackworth is about a 20 to 30-minute drive away, sometimes a bit closer depending on where you're living. So it's not too far away, but for folks who are looking for a convenient, let's say 20-minute or less drive to your big box retailers like some of the ones I mentioned, you may be disappointed because Cartersville doesn't have too many of those just yet. And last but not least, this is a con, but I'm going to add a little pro snippet in there as well, and it has to do with housing and affordability. So Cartersville, it is slowly growing. However, the appreciation in this area is a lot slower as compared to some surrounding cities like Ackworth and Kennesaw. So you're going to get a lot more house for your money here. However, so far, it is one of the more slower appreciating markets as compared to some of the other cities. You also may get a little bit more land if that is what you're looking for as compared to house size in and of itself. I know some folks want a little bit more land versus home in square footage. In addition to that, the small pro here is that obviously Cartersville's average cost of a home is a little bit more affordable than some of the surrounding areas as well. So if you're looking to get more for your money and have more options in terms of affordability, Cartersville may be one worth taking a look at. As of today, Rocket Mortgage states that the median cost of a home in Cartersville is about $340,000, comparatively much lower than some of the surrounding cities like Marietta, Ackworth, and Kennesaw. And there you have it all. I hope this was informative. I hope that you enjoyed this video on the pros and cons of living in Cartersville, Georgia. Appreciate you all watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And again, my name is Tajh Walker. If you'd like to learn more, you'd like to discuss this area a little bit more, I love to be your realtor of choice and have the opportunity to meet you on your journey wherever you are. All of my contact information is below, and you can also fill out that inquiry form in the description below, and myself or someone from my team will engage with you, set up some time, and we can talk in more detail then. With that, I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a great one. See you soon.